So in one of my previous videos, I mentioned a mountain near my house called Ojigatake. It was in the video about 5 interesting things or sites in the Seto Inland Sea of Japan. So I decided to pack up my little day pack and head up here today. So drink it in all its majesty and glory. So let's see if we can get up to speed on our history here. All right, so once upon a time, there were 8 princes around here. Okay. It is said that they are the children of Kudara no Hime, the princess of Kudara. They are, okay, wow. They have been alive a long time. Prince Sakate, Prince Hazuwari, Prince Mine, Prince Hi, Prince Suzunage, Prince Tani, and Prince Kamewari. I'm sure that's exactly what they were named in Japanese style and everything. That's why we now call this place Ojigatake. Interesting. Okay, I was gonna say, it doesn't explain much for people who don't speak Japanese, but in Japanese, Oji means prince. Okay, there you go. So Ojigatake, take means like peak or mountain peak, so. And also apparently once upon a time in Kishu, there was a Yamabushi with enormous spirit power. People called him Enno Gyoja. After his death, to erect a shrine, Ojigongen, for the spirit of Enno Gyoja. A lot of Yamabushi came to the Seto Inland Sea by boat, and it is said they practiced asceticism so hard. So hard there. Dude, they practiced asceticism so fucking hard. Sometimes you just gotta post up with a little cheese curry ramen. Japan's finest, and appreciate the view. I mean, I'm from Santa Barbara in California, and you know, that's a place pretty universally recognized as being beautiful, right? But I don't know. There's just something about the beauty of Japan that really does it for me. You just go down the street, see sights like this. I mean, yeah, we have similar things in Santa Barbara, back home. And I appreciate the hell out of them these days when I go back especially, but I don't know. I think it's just maybe because it's a foreign place, despite having lived here most of my adult life. And just the history that every little place has. Like every nook and cranny is just so rich with history that it just, I don't know, makes it extra special. So you see that mountain straight ahead? Right at the foot of that mountain is where my apartment is, where me and my wife and my little baby girl live. I think we can safely come to the conclusion that there are worse places to live. So essentially these days, aside from a few hikes and hiking trails crisscrossing the area, a small restaurant, and just basically a series of really beautiful views one after the other, there isn't that much to do at Ojigatake. But I mean, I think that's kind of the point. Just come here and enjoy the scenery. However, there is one more thing. I believe this used to be an old hotel, and now it's boarded up. The windows have all been busted out, which I find interesting because this is Japan. People don't usually do stuff like that, but as beautiful as this whole area is of Japan and a lot of other areas like it, you see a lot of stuff like this. There were big things being created and a lot of optimism back in the 80s and such. And after the bubble burst, things like this just went under. There's a lot of that whole faded glory thing about a lot of areas of Japan. But I guess on the bright side, it makes for some pretty interesting places to explore.